She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
What's up, guys? Thanks so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate it, you taking your time out to be here with me. If you've been on my channel before, you'll see that today's content will be a lot different from some of the content that's been on my page. I'm coming to bring you this content today because it's something that I find really important and something that I think a lot of people notice but don't really notice or don't really know a lot about. So today, as the title says, I want to talk about angel numbers. Angel numbers are a message that your angel is trying to send to you. So if you see a number that's repetitive or something that you're seeing constantly, so you see a 1 and then you see a 1 and then you see a 222 or you see a 333, or a 444, these are considered angel numbers, and they're messages. They're messages that the universe and angels are trying to give you. So if you are sitting and you're quiet and you just kind of open your mind to the universe talking to you, guess what? You'll start to notice them, and you'll start to notice more of them. So today I kind of want to talk about what the meaning of those numbers are. Yeah, that's right. So first we'll go into why, if such an infinite force is so powerful, why do they have to use numbers to talk to us? So from what I understand, because I'm just a larvae in this, I haven't even become a pupil. What I understand in regards to the angel numbers is angels are so powerful, and they vibrate at such a high frequency, and their voice is so light and airy, I guess you could say, that humans, we can't hear them. We can't hear them all the time. So if we're quiet, or if we allow our mind to be open, then we're able to kind of get the messages that they're sending us, and they send it to us in the form of numbers. And these numbers have meanings. Each number has a different meaning. Most times when you are noticing these, they may be coming to you at meaningful times. So say someone's passed away and you're at a funeral, or you're having a hard time in a relationship, or you've got a promotion at work, you've just had a baby. These are things that are meaningful, and when you sometimes notice that you're seeing more numbers or more messages from your angels. And a lot of times these messages are just a constant reminder just to stay positive, stay on course, and just continue to follow yourself, basically. And so I just kind of wanted to touch base on them, and so here we are. If you sit back, you relax, you meditate, and you allow yourself to open up, you'll start to notice that you're noticing a lot more angel numbers. So me, as an example, I did not notice until maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't even start to really put together that there were a such thing as angel numbers or messages from the universe and from angels. And I didn't really notice until about 2 or 3 years ago, until one day I just so happened to be sitting and I saw, I want to say it was 444. And it didn't really dawn on me at that time, but I was like, oh, that's neat, that's neat. And sure enough, like either that same day or like really close by that day, I saw it again. And I was like, gosh, I'm seeing it again. Okay. And then it happened again. And then it happened again. And I was like, all right, this has got to mean something. So doing my research, I did a little digging. I did a little reading. I did some Googling. And so I came up with the answer of what that 444 was. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And it was right about the same time that I had switched from one position to another. Lo and behold, it was amazing for me to find out what it meant at that time. So if you open yourself up and you allow yourself to just kind of meditate, you'll start to really get these messages, and then you can kind of do your research. I say research it. Look and see what it means. You never know what you're going to expect, but when you start to see them, pay attention to it, because the universe is giving you a message. Your angel is talking to you. Just kind of listen. And most times when you're constantly getting these messages, if you haven't really acknowledged it before, you'll keep getting nudged. So for me, if I'm not really paying attention, but they're being shown to me, I always acknowledge them in some type of way, but sometimes I don't. And I notice if I don't acknowledge them, then I get nudged by my angel again that, hey, look over there. There's your number. And it's really cool and it's really neat. For instance, me and my husband and our son were traveling out of the state. And we were just stopping to get some food. I was in the drive-thru. I was ordering ordering the food, and I had no reason to look to my right-hand side, none whatsoever. And for whatever reason, I just happened to glance over, and at the apartment across the street, the address was 111. What? How cool is that, right? So, you know, most times when you're feeling the nudge, or when you're noticing them on a random basis, or you just you continuously seeing them, it's your angel. They're kind of nudging you to look. Hey, look over there. Take a look over there. See what's that about. So they're kind of nudging you. Hey, look over there. See what's over there, right? So it's pretty cool. It's really awesome. So I definitely recommend just kind of sitting back, relaxing, taking some time, take some deep breaths, and always, if you're going to allow your angel numbers to, you know, come into your space, always do it with light and love. Always protect yourself with light. You never want to allow the negative to come into any type of place that surrounds you. And I am one of those people. I do not allow negative into my space. I'm all about positive. I'm all about light, and I'm all about love. I do not allow negative, you know, all the stuff on the internet, all the fighting, I don't watch it, because I feel like it sits on your spirit. So if you're going to meditate and you're going to open yourself up to the universe, always do it through light and always do it through love. So that way you're not allowing any negative entities to come into your space. So once you've allowed them to come into your space in light and love, then, you know, they will start to give you your messages. And if you're seeing the message and it's constant and you're not understanding, you're like, I don't know what this means. I'm not sure what that means. What are you trying to tell me? Ask them. Simple as that. Just ask them. Well, what does this mean? And you don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in your head. You know, I sometimes like to talk to myself out loud. I don't know, it kind of calms me. So I do like to talk to myself out loud. So sometimes if I am asking them a question, I'll ask it out loud. But ask your question. You know, what does it mean? What message are you trying to send me? And even if you don't want to ask the angels, just Google it. Google has everything. They have a breakdown. There are books all over Amazon, all over Barnes and Noble, and they have this information for you. So if you're not, you know, one of those people that's like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to myself because I don't feel like I'm talking to somebody, then just Google it. But do your research and see what your numbers could mean. And these numbers, they may not come from just, you know, clocks. Like I think I gave an example of a 444 on a clock or something like that. But these numbers may not always come from clocks. Say you're at a gas station, you just want to put $5 in your tank, but you didn't prepay, so you're at the pump. And you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go to 5. But guess what? You go over 5, and now you're at 555. $5.55. 555. What? You know, you go to the grocery store, and let's say you go and you want to just buy something really quickly. You're not paying attention what you put in your cart, but when you go to ring it up, he tells you your total is $11.11. Or $2.20. You never know. And they don't always come from clocks. You won't always see them from clocks. Me, most of the time I do. I see mine either on my phone, I see mine on my stove, I see them on a car radio, but there have been instances where I've seen them on places like on YouTube. There was one time I was in the comment section and I'm just reading through randomly, and I happened to scroll back to the top, and guess what? It was 222 messages, or 222 comments. So I like to keep a track of what numbers I see, how often I'm seeing them, and so it gives me a breakdown of, if you guys can see this, so it gives a breakdown of all of my messages that I've gotten, you know, and when I got them. I love it to death. It definitely is one of those things that I take really, really strongly to heart. I normally see 444, but we'll get to 444. What I do want to start with is what numbers you might see and what those numbers might mean. So If you're seeing your birthday, we're all born on a certain day at a certain time. And if you're seeing your birthday and you're constantly seeing your birthday, people might be like, oh, I need to play the lottery. Maybe you should. But at the same time, that could mean that you're going in the right path of what you were born to do. So stay on that path. Keep going. You are doing the right thing. I have my little list here. So, all right. The number 0. You are receiving divine guidance and reassurance on your path. That's what 0. Number 1. Keep your thoughts positive. Focus on your desires and suppress your fears. Your thoughts become reality. Number 2. Stay optimistic and continue to hold the vision, even through tough times. Number 3. Your guides are with you, offering love and wisdom. Number 4. Your angels are surrounding you to offer assistance in this exact moment. Number 5. Positive changes are coming. Ask your angels to help you manifest these changes. Number 6. Release fear. Embrace trust and find balance between the spiritual and material realms. Number 7. Your path is aligned with divine fortune. Pay attention to new opportunities. Number 8. Infinite success and abundance are yours in alignment with your higher purpose. Number 9. It is time to begin the work of your soul path, now that you have all you need. Number 11. Your intuitions are on target. Keep your thoughts and vision aligned with your intentions and your greatest dreams. Release all doubt. Number 22. Be patient. Your prayers have been received and will soon be realized if you continue to work towards them. So, now that is all the research that I have done on the internet. But of course, you know, there are so many different places you can go and you can look and find stuff on the internet to get these answers. If you're seeing these numbers and say you just see the number 4, but you see it 444, it just means that that message is tripled. So that means that, you know, they're with you right in that moment, right? So let's say you're at a funeral, and by golly, what reason may be, you may look at your clock and you see that 444. Oh, you look at a memorial and for some reason you're seeing a 444. Guess what? That means that in that moment, in that hard moment, because of course if you're at a funeral, it's probably someone you care about, it's probably someone that you know deeply, and you're probably saddened by the fact that they're gone. So if you see that 444, it just means that right in that moment, your angels are surrounding you with so much love and so much support. And so that's just what it means when you're seeing them tripled or doubled. So 1111, it just doubles, you know. It's really interesting to know. It is May 12th, so I'll probably keep a track until like June 12th to see what numbers I'm seeing in this time frame from beginning to end. So that kind of gives me a gauge on what messages I'm really being given. These numbers could be messages from your angel, but they also could be what your angel is already trying to convey to you. So I'd say just pay attention. Keep yourselves in the know. Keep yourself open-minded to the communication, and you never know what they're going to be trying to tell you. And again, if you're not sure what it means, just ask. You know, it doesn't hurt. And if you don't feel like you want to ask, just do a little research. So I really do appreciate you guys taking the time today to sit with me and listen to me and my angel stories. You know, it's one of those things, like I said, it's really it's personal for me because I see them all the time. I actually had a dream the other night. So when it comes to me and my dreams normally mean something if they're in color, they're very detailed, and I can remember them like step by step through the dream. That is me. And I had a dream the other night, and it was in color. It was very detailed, and I woke up and I remembered every step of it. Now, it was kind of strange because in the dream, I started literally at the middle of the dream, and it just cut to me seeing the number 444. And I was like, well, why am I seeing 444 so much? And I found a lady in the dream, and I said, ma'am, I keep seeing the numbers 444. Do you know why I'm seeing the numbers 444? She's like, no, I'm sorry, I don't have any answers for you. Found another guy, same question, same answer. And then finally, I guess a shaman or a pastor or whoever you guys may think, I just found him as being a very calming source. He was a very, very positive entity for me in my dream. And he came to me and he said, don't question the numbers, follow the numbers. The numbers will guide you where you need to go. I promise you, I remember him saying it verbatim. It's like he whispers it into my ear every time I retell this. And so I told it to my husband, and I told him, I said, you know what? I don't know who needs to hear this or where it needs to go, but I need to do a video on it. And so here we are. So these messages are very powerful, and they're coming straight from the universe, and they're coming from your angels. And you guys, if you've ever experienced it, or if you have any knowledge on it, I'd love for you to leave a comment down below and let me know. Share your stories with me. I love to hear them, and I'll even read some back in my next part of this series, because I'm gonna keep going on this because I really, really like it. So like I said, I'll keep track from today, it's May 12th to June 12th. And we'll kind of combine them, and we'll see how long it takes for me, you know, how often I see the numbers, you know, what numbers I see more often. So I'm seeing 444 more than anything. The last count, I have 9 for 444, and I think it's like 8 or 7 for 1111. So yeah, I mean, I'm seeing them often, and I see them sometimes, and I don't even really pay attention until it's like, boom, it's gone from 1111 to 1112, but I see it right as it's getting ready to turn. So I still count it. But again, if you guys have had any experience, if you have any knowledge, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear you guys' stories. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. I appreciate that as well. So that's it, guys. I've covered pretty much everything, all the information I have on this. I don't know a lot because I'm still new to the whole angel numbers thing. Like I said, I just really started doing research on it, but I really, really find it interesting. I'd love for you guys to continue to follow me on my journey. If you're new to my channel or just not subscribed yet, I'd love for you to go ahead and squash that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss any of my new content. And until I meet you guys again, please do everything through light and love with a positive attitude.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper.
I love you guys.